That probably take her.
Pipe that shit up, TNT.
Trey made this beat.
I just want to come on here and give you an understanding of to what we were looking at on NU. Forgive me, I was just talking with someone about it. But yeah, guys, just wanted to give you an understanding of what exactly we were looking at and keying on NU NZDUSD today. All right, so first off, before we get on any of this, we have to understand why we're targeting it. Okay. First off, of why we go to Forex Factory every single day. Even we even do a weekly outlook to look and see what type of moves we should be looking for within these currency pairs throughout the week. All right, forexfactory.com. Today at 4:45 we had GDP NZD high impact news event. We understood that this would most likely move NZD following the understanding behind the weak USD. Okay, understand this, guys, and this is why I need you guys to use multiple strategies. It's called confluence, giving yourself multiple strategies to give you one understanding. Okay, so understanding that we had a weak dollar. Okay, why do we have a weak dollar? Let's look at our NZ. Let's look at our our DXY indication. Okay, just measuring the overall price and the strength of the dollar with the DXY. Okay, so in this chart, we're looking at from all the way from March 18 all the way until now, we've been bullish completely. Price has been moving. Price has been getting higher and higher and higher. Finally, found our tipping point in September. We've been seeing price make its way down now, and currently, making its way below our trend line that we have set. Okay, and this is our targeted trend line using our line chart. Okay, to the downside. Okay, so now we can see prices starting to move lower, indicating weakness in the dollar. Okay, so understanding that mindset, we're following now NZD today. Okay, guys, and so understanding that at 4:45, and this is what I sent to you guys in the chat for our take profit and our stop losses. Just to give you guys an understanding of what we're looking for. So to break this screenshot down first, we knew that we would get some type of strength from NZD. Why? Because we see here we've made a double bottom. And in the mindset, you can say inverted head and shoulders, making the shoulder type thing. But what I want you guys to understand is this double bottom. Let's identify this double bottom here where price came down, tested this low, wasn't able to break. Price tested it again and wasn't able to break it. From this low here, you see where price came and made another low where it was higher. Okay, guys, I need you guys to understand that for structure. We're in the 15-minute time frame, and why are we here? Because we're not expecting a big move, for this pair to, be 100 pips to the upside. You get what I'm saying? That's not the mindset. All right. So we're targeting our previous highs with this previous high from our beginning of this trend. So if we even come down here for on the 15-minute time frame from our previous highs, okay, somewhere from where price came from, this is a higher high from where it came from. Okay, so identifying this high here where price is here, this is a higher high from where price is now. This is now a lower high. Okay, so in understanding what price is going to do, this is news that's impacting NZD, not USD. So when if price was to move down, that would be that USD would be strengthening against the NZD. Okay, we had the news for NZD. It was a high impact news for NZD, not USD. So if this news event were to be good for the NZD, were it to strengthen the NZD, it would move price higher. Okay, sorry, I just got lost real quick. It would move price higher. And it being negative and a negative impact, it would move price lower. Okay, we already knew that we had a weak dollar. Me understanding what price where we were in the week. It's Wednesday. Like I said, we've been coming off of a week week for the USD. Get it? Week for the USD. And so understanding for the NZD pairs, this could be a very impactful news event that could push price higher. Okay, so not getting ahead of ourselves, not overdoing it. We just wanted to test our previous highs. Let our previous high be our take profit and our previous low area in which we need from, so basically we're saying if price was to break this low and to go any lower, we knew we would be in a bearish trend. Now why? Because this is the low that price needs to break in order to be in your mindset for a visual explanation, a free fall. Okay, so this is the low that price needs to break. All right, so understanding that price is literally where our entry was here initially. Okay, I want to say it was here initially. We'll see, we'll figure out. I want to say it was here though. I want to say it was here, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. So initially where our entry was at, we see where price has been moving. So where price is now, we're looking for price to move higher. Why? Because it's the NZD pair, okay? NZD news, bring it back together. NZD news, high impact news, so it will be impacting the NZD. We already had a weak USD coming off the week, okay, guys? And so now we're trying to figure out whether this news event will be good for this pair or bad for this pair. Basically saying if it moves higher, NZD will be strengthening. If it went lower, USD will strengthen. Like I said, the mindset of having USD being weak, we wouldn't expect for it to move down, to this downside. Even if it was to move down, I didn't feel like it would be enough to break these lows to be just such an impactful news event where USD favors it and it pushes down. You get what I'm saying? So we were favoring NZD to our previous highs, just giving ourselves an understandable take profit. Okay, so we can actually just set it back because I took it off. Okay, so you guys can see where we had it before, right below. Here, actually, I'll get you the entry. Okay, give me a second, guys. Just getting you the entries. All right, so the exact entry, let's just go ahead and put it here. Was 657. 0.65793. Okay, take profit price was 66133, and our stop level was 65543, and these levels were made off of MetaTrader and just sliding our lows down, not necessarily pinpointing an actual price area, but targeting our previous lows, basically saying that if price was to break below here, we knew price would move lower. Okay, simple. And just targeting our previous highs. Okay, guys, and so this is literally what we had, and guys, you can follow it. So let's go to our 15-minute time frame, give you guys a better understanding. Where were we? I want to say it was, oh yeah, okay, so here, right before our break, literally right before the news event. So what I want to do for you guys is I want to play it through so you can actually see it on a lower time frame. But I just wanted to give you guys an overall understanding of what we're looking for, and what we should be looking for. So now, even to the upside, we see on the 4-hour time frame, we wick to the upside. In your mindset, you should be now looking for bearish type momentum. Why? Because price was not able to break any higher, even off of a very high impactful news event. Okay, and so leading into tomorrow, we got not a lot of, we had some Fed manufacturing index that could push the USD lower, but I'm going to target to more on Friday when we have our final GDP, okay, for USD, along with personal spending, your treasury reports. Not going to say these may move, but I'm expecting our final GDP of the year, basically to give us, that movement in the USD that we need. Not saying that it will be a lot, not expecting too much out of it, but given what we got off of that NZD news to the upside, even looking at this pair to the downside now, has a lot of potential. Okay, guys, and even looking at where we are now in the overall grand scheme of things in our wedge and understanding what a wedge is. Okay, let's go back to our higher time frame. Okay, we see where price previously was back in April of 19 and where price was back in July making these lower highs, into where price was in September making these lows off of this inverted head and shoulders. We have our shoulder, our head, and our shoulder targeting these highs for the price to move up, and where we are now currently, forming within this wedge. So even within that news event, it's a critical point for it, guys. So excuse me. So just understanding where we are, in this cycle, in this movement, in these trends, in this market flow ending this year. That gave us that benefit of the doubt. Phew. Excuse me. Oh man. It gave us that understanding, really, guys, of what the possibility could have been. Okay, and so this is the 15-minute time frame, literally right before our move, coming from our double bottom, which we targeted, understanding that that was a low that needed to be broken. We extended our stop loss, right below it to fill that wick. Okay, here, to the upside, literally just testing our previous highs. So here, okay, literally. All right, so go down to the lower time frame so we can give you an understanding of what's going on. Let's pull it out a little bit more, and we're gonna look at it on the 1 minute time frame because this move happened very, very quickly. And as you guys can see, you know, prior to us actually looking, we have not even been in drawdown, even where price is right now. We haven't been in drawdown. The only time we've been in negative is our initial entry, you know, because of the swap fees, but I mean because of the spread fees. I'm sorry. But yeah, so literally just in prices moving to the upside, we haven't even been in drawdown at all yet, guys, even to where price is now. But like I said, take profit was hit and you would have been set. All right. So just giving you guys an understanding of where we're coming from. We're gonna come in right before you know, price hit our, you know, our area and our target. So literally in price, you know, moving back up off of these lows, okay. This is where we're now targeting, okay, where price wicked out, where price tested again, and now it's now pushing back to the upside, okay. And so to keep, you know, pinpoint where exactly we are, here's where price, you know, tested, and we can even draw, let me move this around. We can even draw a, you know, a zone here to the downside to even target that same area on the lower time frames to figure out, okay, where did price test to the downside and reject? And you guys can see it tested here, moving to the upside, going to our lower time frames. You now see, oh, okay, that was that move where price tested to the downside twice. Okay, you feel what I'm saying? That double bottom. So where price is now, forgive me guys, my nose just got stopped up from sneezing. So on the 1 minute time frame, we're gonna look and see what price did. I'm gonna let this play out for you guys so you can see. And so I'm not gonna really harp on the downside because as you guys know, we haven't even been to the downside yet of this trade. Here, let me pull that back so you guys can see. And like I say, where our target is just targeting our previous high. I know we're in the 1 minute time frame. I was trying to pull it back for you guys. Here, but matter of fact, let's just do this. Okay, pull it to where we are now. A little bit below, you know, from our previous high, just giving ourselves some room to wiggle with, just with our spread also, but literally just target our previous high, getting in depth with our 1 minute time frame, guys. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna play it out for you real quick. George, stop. Just gonna pull it down so you guys can see because the tap was pretty quick. All right. So, all right, let's play it out here. So you guys see, this is our initial entry. Okay, so this is our actual MT4 entry here. We put it to our exact price. As you guys see from initial entry, we're in profit almost instantly. Like I said, you know, the only difference would have been the spread difference. Okay, so we're looking to see what price is, and what I want you guys to take notice to is the false move right before the big move. And so on any news event, you guys always should be mindful of the false move and then the structured move. And this is on any, you know, high impactful news event that we have, guys. And so like I said, we're nearing it. As you guys can see, price retested to our downside and breaking that high. You see it broke that high and started to gain momentum. Okay, as it's gaining momentum right before our news event comes out, this is where it's going to give us that false move, that fake sense of urgency of, oh, news is getting ready to come out, we got to hurry up and make a move. You know what I'm saying? If people don't understand this, they're going to be in a frantic position. Oh shit, it's getting ready to go back down right before NZD news. There's no way, you know, NZD could push higher. Okay, this is the mindset of people who don't have the experience of, you know, of trading or even using these techniques. Okay, or guys who don't even use them at all. You know what I'm saying? So allowing price to move, we see price finding this area, made another push to the upside. Okay, and there's a hard rejection move, and that's what I want you guys to key on real quick. And you guys can see literally right after that rejection move, we shot up, take profit hit. What the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And this is why a take profit and stop loss is key during these news events. And like I say, a lot of people, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but there are a select few people who don't trade news events because, you know, they don't want to deal with the high volatility that comes with, you know, the news that comes behind whatever pair you're trading. I want to take that change. I want to take that challenge. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily saying that I want to take a loss, but I'm willing to take that loss, understanding the conditions of what the market is right now. You know what I'm saying? So in me setting that stop loss, I'm willing to take that loss. But ultimately, why my stop loss is that area is because of the structure. Okay, the structure that low. This is the low that needs to be broken in order for price to remain bearish. Okay, understanding that I was able to set my stop loss, okay, at a reasonable area along with a take profit, at a reasonable area because I understand, okay. And so I want to go in real quick and replay that false move, even that false move. Here was our entry on trading view, but this is our initial entry, so we were in drawdown a little bit minor, you know but like I said, we had no threat of price dropping low. Why? Because this is literally right before the news event. So in us still sticking to our bias, in us understanding, okay, we're willing to take that loss, we're going to stay steadfast. And what happened was price hit our take profit and we profited literally. Okay, guys. And so targeting this, let's go back here where price is literally. So let's slow this down. Right before news, we found our high. We got a high momentum. We got a big momentum candle on the 1 minute. On the 1 minute. Oh wow, we know it's going to go up right now. Now it's like, okay, we're in profit. What should happen? A lot of people may freak out. Why? Because our lows got taken out. This is on the 1 minute time frame. Oh, we got a big spike right before news. There's no way NZD could go back up. The mindset of holding and staying fast to your trading plan and what you believe. Okay, so price drop. Next minute, price dropped again. As soon as price, this is within a minute. So this is, literally within a couple of seconds, maybe 10, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, price dropped and retested back to the upside right before right before news. You know what I'm saying? So letting our next candle form, it's going to be quick. Literally, as soon as that next candle form and news hit, as soon as price spiked up, hit our take profit, instantly out. Instantly hit our take profit. It could have been the same thing to the downside, but like I said, understanding the conditions that we are economically for the USD, understanding that this high impact news could impact NZD in a beneficial way to us. We take advantage of these things. And like I say, there's no way of saying that I was going to be right. You know what I'm saying? But this is me and my experience being able to be confident in this trade, to use my, my resources to give me the insight that I need. Like, you try to make it sound good, for people who don't use fundamentals, but it's me using my resources just off of me being confident in the trades. There's no way that I could see this, but me using confluence and multiple strategies just from me using my me giving it my time, me, giving the charts my time, just other strategies my time to bring it all together just to understand and give me one idea of the possibility. You get what I'm saying? In 1 second made 680. This is what I need you guys to understand. Okay, so within a second, as soon as the candlestick moved, appeared, okay, we got our second drop. Okay, can't even click it quick enough. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Oh, I still didn't click it. But you see what I'm saying? How quick that was? But even having the mindset of setting a take profit and stop loss, this was already incorporated for you guys. This instantly hit our take profit. Instantly, guys. I need you guys to understand this instantly and turned around. And just because it hit our take profit, we would have been exited. And like I say, even for where price is now, price came back down, letting us know it doesn't even have enough momentum to keep pushing higher. What is it doing now? Creating lower highs. Okay, testing these low areas, trying to figure out whether do we have enough momentum to keep being bearish, or can we be bullish? What does it look like it's going to be doing right now? Become bearish. Let's go back to our higher time frames. 4-hour time frame. Oh man, it makes sense now. Price is trying to make sure it didn't have enough momentum. Following with news events that we have this week. We can even go as far as looking into next week, going into Christmas. That would be a bank holiday for everybody. But shit, let me see. We have USD news leading up until Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily saying it's going to be impactful enough just to push it all the way down, but we do have a couple medium impact news from now until December 24th. So like Fed manufacturing, final GDP for the year, I feel like this will move USD depending on its results, but they've been keeping them the same. So let's see. Let's see. Bring it down. Well, they're expecting for it to stay the same. So we'll see what price did. It has been fluctuating, but the predictions have been close to each other. So we'll see what we get. Not predicting anything for USD, but like I said, now not even being anxious to hop into a trade, but just allowing price to move. We already know and analyze what areas we need to the upside and downside to price to break basically our lows and now our new highs of this wick. In order for price to become bullish, we need for this full wick here to be filled with candles, basically showing us that price has enough momentum and enough like that it can steadily and consistently have enough momentum to push price higher. Okay, sorry, I had to push price higher. Okay, you get what I'm saying, guys? And so even for our downside, these are the lows that it has to break in order to move down. So just understanding the market flow and the characteristics of the market, it's more likely for price to move to the downside than it is to feel this entire wick testing these previous highs in which it already came from with full body candles. You know what I'm saying? Unless something outrageous happens, we do have impeachment speakings tonight. There's no telling what can happen tonight. But like I said, we're just sitting on our hands, allowing price to move. So just giving you guys an understanding of what happened, what were we looking at, where were we coming from, why did it move that quick? Did it hit take profit? It did. Didn't even come down here. Excellent trade. Perfect. You know what I'm saying? Not to toot my own horn, but perfect. But so 2 for 2 for sending you guys this week. AUD, no, I'm sorry, USD CAD. Look, even AUD just off of a weak USD. This is the last 5 minutes, guys. Literally last 5 minutes, guys. Come on, off of a weak USD. Oh, I think we had odd news. Oh, I think we had odd news today. That's what it was. Definitely. Fuck, I just missed it. But Sean, if you were looking in the chat, you should know. Odd long. Me and Jay even talked about it. Where we at? Hold on, guys. Where we at? Where we at? New odd will take profit. That was earlier from our sales. Where did I tag you at? Oh, here. Forgot we had our markups. From price, as you guys can see, bullish move. Price here, testing this level here, making sure to try to figure out whether it was going to break up or not. Got our news. That's what it did. Move to the upside. And as you guys can see, buying, testing our previous lows. Already marked off. We already know. Okay, targeted areas. So here, this was our testing price, and it's figuring out, okay, this is a low. We got a steep slope, so it's more likely for price to move, just in my experience, to the upside. We have the possibility to move down, but we have odd news. Okay, expecting that, understanding that. We have a weak USD also, guys. Even more valid point. All right. And as you guys can see, push to the upside. So just want to give you guys some clarification of what we were looking at earlier behind NZDUSD, where price is now, literally sitting on our hands, but had the possibility of catching, well, you would have caught 35 pips max to a risk of 25 pips. Okay, guys. So just want to give you guys an understanding of where we're coming from, what we're looking at, and just let me know if you need me. All right.